Hey everybody, happy Friday. Feliz Viernes, Feliz Sexta-feira. All right, it has been a week. I didn't do anything on Wednesday in terms of videos because I didn't do any workouts. Tuesday I didn't do a workout either, but I made a video just to tell you guys kind of what was going on and why it didn't work out. So here we are Friday. Deadlift party day. Festa de levantamento terra. So it's been a week. If you watched the prior video, you know that I've been dealing with this blizzard, the blizzard of 2026. A nevasca de 2026. What a storm. I'm not too far from the airport. The airport had 39 inches. And, it puts us at about 5 feet of snow this year. So we've had a serious year of snow. The other storm's not so bad. If it's like 12 inches, it's not too bad to clear it up. But when you got feet of snow, it gets harder. So, Monday and Tuesday, I was out there clearing the roads, like actually running a snow thrower and shoveling, city, municipal roads because, there's people on my street that are emergency workers, like nurses. I got one guy who's in like road construction. We've got people that need to go do stuff, and you've got fuel oil that might need to get delivered. You've got food and other supplies people might need to get, and we couldn't get out of our street because the plows just couldn't get here. And it's not that the city was goofing up. It's just that, man, it was too much snow. We did not expect it. So it's one of those lessons in life that I remember my father used to tell me about when I was a kid. If you want something done right, you got to do it yourself. Now, that's not to say that the city can't do it right either, but sometimes there's a time component to it. And if you need to get it done and you want to get it done right and kind of right away, sometimes you got to pick up a shovel, crank up a snow thrower, and get to work. And that's what I did along with the rest of my neighborhood. And then Wednesday, when I was supposed to be doing bench, I was out there, I was chipping ice, and I was just widening the road because we only had like half a road. We had basically enough to get one car up and down the road, which is sufficient for what we needed to do, but it'd be nice to be able to get two up. So Wednesday, the plow finally did get by and, able to knock the snow back some more, kind of edged it out some, but we're still down like only about a lane and a half. So sun was up, they salted, and I went out there and started chipping away and got it to about, it's about 2 lanes through a good portion of the street now. So there's no more bottlenecks and, we could get 2 cars by if we need to. So that's all good. And again, it's just a reminder that, you can't wait. Sometimes you got to do stuff if you're able to for yourself. Like I said, I got, nurses on the street, these women, they're not going to be able to necessarily go out there and do all this manual labor, and they need to go to an important job. I've got an elderly person up the street as well. He's got doctor appointments and stuff. I don't know. He's got to keep them. I don't know what's going on, but man, we got to get people in and out, so we got together as a street, as a small neighborhood, and we knocked it out, and that was pretty cool. As a byproduct of that, I was kind of out walking the neighborhood in the next couple of days, just seeing how things are going. And I was out talking to people. And man, that's cool. And I was talking to people, politically they don't align with me, but we all have the same problems. And so we arrive at, our decisions via different mechanisms and our experiences. But when you go out there and you talk to people, it's like, wow, we are a lot closer to the same than you might think, especially with the polarization that, media and social media presents us, because that's just worried about getting your clicks and your likes and subscribes and all that kind of stuff, as opposed to having a discussion with you. So that was one thing. A nevasca de 2026, the blizzard of 2026. And then the other thing this week, right? So I'm at home, I can't get to work. And I'm out there clearing roads for hours and hours and hours a day. And when I'm done, I'm tired. So I asked work, like, hey, can I get admin leave? Because I was out there doing this stuff. And so they gave admin leave to people who didn't have power. I'm like, okay, that makes sense because you can't telework if you don't have power. Got it, cool. But I'm like, what about people who need to do this other stuff? We need to help out in the community. They're like, no. It's also another reminder, another lesson learned that, man, I'm gonna tell you what, I worked a lot of different places, a lot of different small companies, big companies, governments, whoever. They don't care about you, not really. And the people who are going in, like, you know, hey, I'm here at work, they're not gonna hand out an award either. They don't care either way, not really. So I took some leave, I had plenty of it. It's not that big of a deal, but kind of frustrating because deep down in the back of my conscience, I know that there's people who probably were doing stuff like I was doing, clearing out driveways, making sure people could come and go, helping out the community, and they probably just teleworked and whatever, man. Cool, you do what you need to do. I couldn't clear it with my conscience, so I just took leave. Even though I asked for admin leave and they didn't give it to me, but whatever, man. So another lesson learned. Places say things about work-life balance and caring about you as an employee, all that kind of stuff. Take it with a grain of salt. In this case, road salt. All right, so lesson learned. One, if you want to get something done, you got to do it yourself, especially in times of emergency. Pick up a shovel, get to work. Another lesson learned, hey, we're all probably a lot more alike than we want to think we are, despite what Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and Chiki-Talkie and all the other things tell us. And then 3, man, you're in it for yourself. A lot of times workplace, due to whatever construct the office environments, workplaces work in, legal and all that kind of stuff, they really just don't care. But let's get back to the point at hand and wrap this up. Today is deadlift party day. I didn't have a full tank of gas like I normally would. I didn't do any warm-ups. I just did deadlifts warm-ups. Didn't do any sumo deadlifts. You know what I did? I did 50 trap bar deadlifts. I did 10 sets of 5 at 340. And I think that's pretty good. 10 sets of 5 at 340, 50 reps at 340 pounds. A little over 1.3 times my body weight. Feeling pretty good, still got energy. I don't know if I'm gonna do accessories because my shoulders are really worn out. I've been chipping snow and hammer. You can still see I've got remaining pump in my shoulders and delts just from, you know, nailing the snot out of snow and stuff the last couple of days. So man, it can wait. Next week's another week. I'll start the program up again. We'll see how it goes. Mother Nature stepped in. Those are 2 people you got to worry about, man. Mother Nature, what she's going to do for you today, and Father Time when he's going to come get you. Those are 2 people who really going to, you know, they're going to really make the big differences out there. Mother Nature votes what happens now. Father Time, he votes what happens off in the future. So just, you know, keep that in mind. All right, so had a good deadlift session today. Got some work done. Finishing off the week pretty strong, feeling pretty good about things, feeling good about my community. That's a cool thing. That was good. Out of all this nonsense, and I saw a lot of the stuff on Reddit, a lot of people talking, getting out there. The kids were out there being kids, having fun, building igloos, going out and playing all day. Man, it was, in some ways, a blessing in disguise. Not a lot of, unfortunately, there were some casualties of this mess, but in the end, on the whole, I think it was a good thing for the community to kind of remember that we are indeed a community. What's that have to do with lifting? I don't know. I'm just out here giving you some advice sometimes, telling you what to do to lift, telling you kind of why we lift. In this case, why do I lift? Man, it's so I could go out there and work for hours and hours a day and not get tired. Move a ton of snow, get some stuff done, help the community, and keep on working. I was tired every day, and I felt fantastic. So the best fatigue you're ever going to earn in your life is going out there and breaking a sweat when it's freezing cold and doing work for hours and hours and hours. You're going to feel tired and you're going to feel fantastic. And with that, happy Friday. Feliz Viernes. Feliz Sexta-feira. Happy deadlift day. Happy deadlift party day. Feliz dia de festa de levantamento terra. And don't forget, get into those gyms, hit those goals, and get swole. Peace.